Why is Elbaf kind of scary? If you didn't read the newest chapter of One Piece, then do not watch further. There will be manga spoilers. So the chapter begins with the Straw Hat group on the giant pirate ship arriving at Elbaf, and we see this kid is excited that the giant pirates are back. This kid's name is Colin, and he wants to know if the giant pirates are coming to the bar, but Broggy signals nope as he has his hands in the air. Colin immediately runs back into the bar to explain that they're going up straight away, and the bartender says, I guess that's for the best if they have guests, because if they went to the bar, they'd be there for 3 days straight. But she says if he's headed to the Sun Realm, then he should take this basket of Ripley and his father's favorites. Colin explains that one of the people on the giant pirate ship was just named an emperor, and his boss told him this. The boss is revealed to be Shanks, and we actually saw them talk already. Then we see Hyruden's ship approach the giant pirate ship, and they discuss riding this rainbow that's in front of them. We then see the full image of this rainbow and the Straw Hats POV of it, and they are in awe. Broggy explains that it's nothing out of the ordinary and that you can draw them with a sunstone painter. They tell the Straw Hats to prepare to go vertical as they approach the rainbow and do exactly that. As they're propelled upwards, the Giants explain that their village is on the top of this tree and that's why they're riding the rainbow. The Straw Hats are obviously still confused of how they're able to do this, but Dory and Broggy say rainbows are meant to be crossed. As we see a visual of this, the Giants go on to explain that there's no resistance in the current of the rainbow, so the lightest of rowing can get them all the way to the top. Bonnie is just amazed, and Robin reassures her the world is filled with stuff like this. We then see the new giant pirates finally reunite with the OG giant pirates, and they ask if Luffy is with them. They explain that they hunted a moose specifically for the Straw Hats, and obviously Dory and Broggy want some of it, but they say, nah, this is specifically for the Straw Hats. We're then shown the realm of the dead, where Luffy jumps on the same bridge from earlier, and here is where the new giant pirates are, Gerd and Goldberg. Luffy yells at them because Goldberg is actually carrying the Sunny, but Gerd catches Luffy and says she loves humans, but she wants to differentiate herself from Rodo. Goldberg wants to know what Luffy was even doing in the realm of the dead, and he immediately gets nervous because Loki told him to not tell anyone about their discussion. They notice he's sweaty, but Goldberg just shrugs it off and he's glad that Luffy is okay. Because remember, they work under Hyruden, and Hyruden works under Luffy. Then we're shown Rodo, who has encountered Nami's group again in the realm of the sun, but he's immediately slammed down by this tree trap that Zoro and Sanji put. Sanji just wants to check out Elbaf already, but then we see Luffy, Goldberg, and Gerd approach the group. Sanji folds immediately for Gerd, but Gerd and Goldberg hit Rodo with a combined attack for being a weirdo, rightfully so. They should do it to Sanji too at this point. Sanji continues to do his thing, but Luffy reunites with the group and he's very excited. Gerd explains that they are Hyruden's subordinates and they will guide the Straw Hats from here on out. But Luffy immediately runs ahead and orders Usopp to follow him, who is also just as pumped, rightfully so. Gerd tells them to just head straight out of the forest from there and then they'll see the clouds. Then we're shown the giant pirate ship and they explain that they'll see the village once they clear the clouds. But we're then shown a diagram of the realms of Elbaf. Heaven is on top, the sun is in the middle, and the dead is on the bottom. Dory and Broggy explain that they live in the Sun Realm and that there are many villages in that realm. They try to explain how vast it is, but their description does not do it justice. This gorgeous spread that Oda has created is something we've been waiting for so long, but not just us. Usopp and Luffy too, and they're reminiscing on 1,000 chapters back when they vowed to go here. We also see this inscription from some sort of novel at the bottom, basically saying that this realm is impossible to describe. We see the rest of the Straw Hats' reactions just in awe. We see more of this novel inscription stating the name of this land, the Kingdom of Warland. We see Robin's group notice the other Straw Hats as they come down the rainbow, and Luffy, Chopper, and Usopp are stunned that they are pulling up on this rainbow. The novel inscription goes on to describe the enormous features of Elbaf. He says, "You gotta come here if you seek adventure." As we're shown more of Elbaf, the novel inscription continues. He goes on to say, "If you end up going to Elbaf, heed this warning. Do not linger here for too long." I absolutely love the tone that Oda set in this arc. This is just eerie. And if you didn't know, the person who wrote this message is the same dude who wrote Bragmen. We saw this back in Little Garden, but it was also in Ohara, and it was one of the books that the Giants saved. This dude was an explorer, and he clearly knows about some unknown evil that has yet to be revealed to us. And I was always thinking that Loki was the villain. I've seen some people say that that's too obvious for Oda to do, and I'm starting to believe that. Loki may prove to be some sort of obstacle, but I'm starting to think that the main antagonist is something that has just not been revealed yet. I mean, for one, we know nothing about this heaven realm. What even is this? But I also want to address this silhouette here. Oda just loves his silhouettes, and a lot of people are thinking that this is the same dude who was talking to Crocus. It's definitely the same dude who we saw waiting for the Straw Hats in Elbaf earlier. And the fan consensus right now is that this is either one of two characters, Gabon or Shiki. And I think it's equally likely to be either of them. We've already seen a lot of Shiki's animals from Strong World on the island in the previous chapter, but this could also easily be Gabon if you follow that theory of a Roger pirate being stationed on each part of like the Grand Line. And honestly, either way, this is great for the Bogart agenda, because think about it. If it's Shiki, he could easily lore drop God Valley and we get more Bogart that way. If it's Gabon, same thing applies. So either way, we're good. Or better yet, I bet you didn't think about this. What if this is Bogart? I mean, the hat low-key fits.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.